I drove from Bozeman, Montana down to Gardiner, which is the north entrance for Yellowstone National Park. It was about an hour and a half drive, and it is the winter, so a lot of the park is closed. Just the northern part is really open. So I'm going to explore that tomorrow, but tonight I need to find a place to stay. And I'd called in advance and I tried to find a safe, or at least places where I'm allowed to car camp in this Tesla. And I found a Forest Service road, which I just went to explore. And unfortunately, I got most of the way there, but on maybe a little bit of the final stretch, the roads didn't look great. And the Tesla, it has pretty low clearance, so I decided to hike down the road a little ways to kind of gauge it. And I decided against taking the Tesla there. But on my way back, I actually ran into a huge elk. And I just got back in my car. These animals, really cool to see, but of course can be very dangerous, so I kept my distance. But now I'm heading back into Gardiner, the town, and I'm going to head to the free charger that I was at earlier today. It's outside of a visitor center, and my plan is to do a little bit of stealth camping. I don't know if it's allowed, but I'm going to plug in and put up some little covers on the windows, and hopefully I'll get a night's sleep without being disturbed. Good morning. So I made it through the entire night undisturbed. Luckily, no one came up to my car knocking on the doors. No one told me that I had to move. So I left the car plugged in all night, and for a little added privacy, I also have these window covers. This is for the front side window, and they just pop right in. Just like that. They're fitted for a Tesla, and I had ones for the back side windows as well as the way back window. So it provided some pretty good privacy and very convenient. I could just take them down very easily in the morning. So because I left my car plugged in all night, I also felt a little more comfortable leaving on camp mode and temperature controls. So I kept the car at 65 degrees Fahrenheit all night. That, along with my warm sleeping setup, I was quite comfortable, pretty well rested. But in the morning, I had my charge up to the limit that I had set, so I was ready to go. After swinging by one of the public restrooms, I hopped back in the car, and I ended up going through the north entrance into Yellowstone. And currently I'm waiting at the Albright Visitor Center. It hasn't opened up yet, but once it does, we'll go ahead and hop in there. I think I'm going to get a punch in this national park passport book. Just a cool way to keep track of the parks I've been to. This morning, I've already run into a lot of wildlife, so I'm excited to see some of these epic views, and maybe we'll see a few wolves. At the very least, we'll probably see some more elk, and probably some bison as well. Ooh, it is my lucky day. Wow, I just could not have expected to see this much wildlife today. Yellowstone has been amazing. I never thought I'd be so close to a gray wolf, a gray wild wolf. It was maybe within 20-30 feet of my car, so mind blown. But it has been pretty cold out today, so I decided to drive north a little ways, and it's outside of the park, but it's Yellowstone Hot Springs. It's a public bathing area, and I already have on my swimming suit, my swim trunks, and my shower shoes. So I plan on cleaning up a little bit. They have showers in the locker rooms. That's much needed after living in my car for a little while. And I plan on doing another night in that same town, a little bit of stealth camping. We'll see how it goes. So I do hope you've enjoyed seeing some of the cool views at Yellowstone. If you have any questions about the park or living out of a Tesla, feel free to comment down below. And after this, I'm going to go back to Rapid City for maybe a few days, maybe even up to a week. That's my home base. And then from there, I'll probably do a longer trip down south. The cold is wearing me down a little bit. So if you live in a warmer state, feel free to reach out. Any of my socials, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, even if we don't know each other, feel free to reach out. Maybe we'll connect down the road.